or number 6, right? Okay, number 6 has to do with this table right here. So we have to kind of see, how can we rewrite this? So if we need a derivative, we write it as a prime. So here I go. So it says to find the derivative of the sine of the function. Isn't that function within a function? So it'll be a chain rule. So our chain rule states the following. We derive the very outside first. What is the derivative of sine? Cosine. And we keep the inside. And then we multiply by the derivative of the inside. So f prime of x. Because the derivative is a prime. And in this case, what number am I going to plug in according to the question? X equals how many?
3.
So we have 3. So we have f of 3, with the parentheses, times f prime of 3. So what I want to do from a table is, what value is f of 3 going to give me? And what value will f prime of 3 will give me? So let's look at our table. So f of 3 says, when x equals 3, go to our f of x function. What number is that? 0. And then while we're on the table, let's go to f prime. What number is that? So for the first one, we're going to plug in the 0 and then the 1. So we have cosine of 0 times the 1. And just as a recall, cosine at 0 is 1, 0. Cosine is the adjacent movement. Isn't that the x value? So all of the cosine is simply 1. And what is 1 times 1? Done. Any questions on this one? We're good? Okay, let's go on to number 8. Yes, sir.
Just a quick one right here.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at number 1. Does that mean it's just going to be 5 times 3?
Will it just be 5 times 3? We're looking at product rule. F of x, f prime of x times a g of x plus f of x times g prime of x.
Oh, so
Derive the first, keep the second. Yep. All right, so moving on to number 8. Okay, Maddie, go ahead and read number 8 for me, please.
Let f of x equal 2x plus 1, 2, and let g be the inverse function of f. Given that f of 0 equals 1, what is the value of g prime of 1?
So let's write our inverse derivative when x equals 1. So let's write out g prime of 1, and I'm following this formula. Again, if you do enough of this, it'll naturally be memorized. So then, let's see what I need in the very, very inside. Is g of 1 given to us? G of 1 anywhere?
Yes, 1.
Is it given to us at all? But the fact that they are inverses of each other, I can write out f of 0 of 1 is probably g of 1 is equal to 0. So I have 1 over f prime of 0. And then we want to go ahead and find what is f prime of 0. Now, do we have any information on the f prime piece? But do I have any information on f of x? So could I find the derivative of that? Isn't that chain rule? Bring the 3, keep the inside, derive the very inside. Now we can go ahead and plug in. What is it when x equals 0? So it'll be 3 times 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 all squared times 2. And I believe that's going to be what, 6? Did anyone else get 6 on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have, that is 1 over 6 and done. So just because that specific point isn't given to you doesn't mean you're stuck. Maybe you have to take the derivative and plug it in.